All right, coming up next weekend will be a fun event, Irish Festival. Joining me now is Sean Brady, the executive chef for Ambassador Hotel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're from Tipperary.
Tipperary, yes.
The accent is just fantastic here. What are we making today? Because these, right?
We're making some Irish scones. This is actually my grandmother's recipe. This recipe, I believe, is over 100 years old.
What do we start? We have some flour here?
So we're going to start here. We got some all-purpose flour. Then we'll add some sugar.
Okay.
A little salt.
The key to this, you said, is preparation, making sure it's all measured out and done in advance. Then it goes a lot easier,
kind of
right?
my always way. It's always measure it out, have it all ready, and then add all your ingredients when you're ready.
Throw it together at the end.
Yeah. We got some baking soda. Mm-hmm. Then usually what we do is we got some butter here that we will add in here. Also, when you're making scones, I always find how you make them and how you cook them. There's a lot of finesse to it. The big thing about it, I always find with scones, and especially this kind of recipe, is when you're doing it, take your time. Don't overwork the dough. Don't make it too...
No rushing.
No rushing, but don't keep your hands in there too long. The less mixing that you do, the better scones you're going to get. You're going to get a fluffier scone. So usually what you do then is you put the butter in, and you're going to add everything together, and you're going to basically just
knead it in there
for a bit.
Wow.
Get it all together.
So Irish Fest coming up next weekend. You've been doing this for a while. How much fun is it and how much work goes into it?
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, and I will say they've got a great crew down there of everybody from people who organizers, volunteers, everybody just really rallies together for the weekend. And again, we have a lot of fun. There's definitely a lot of Irish whiskey and a lot of Guinness consumed as well.
You have a couple plates here. This is corned beef and hash.
This is our corned beef hash. We do this at the restaurant, and we're also going to be doing a breakfast down at Irish Fest this year. And for the breakfast, we're going to have our corned beef hash as well.
Oh my gosh, you just check this out. Jim, come on in here, and we're gonna do a little taste.
You're saying my name, 100-year-old scone.
Look at these 100-year-old scone recipe. Can we even, and these are like super hot.
Super hot, just out of the oven.
Perfection. This is great. And you are just a man to man. You're going to the restaurant right after this for the brunch, right?
I'm going to go head to the restaurant right after this for brunch.
The Irish have fun when you work.
Yes, they do.
In part because of your whiskey and Guinness, but
that's another. Generally, that's just after work.
Okay, very good. So,
Irish Fest coming up next weekend. Sean, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
Delicious. Looks fantastic.